Have you ever stopped to wonder how a peaceful, quaint town like Tamworth, nestled in the heart of New South Wales, Australia, could mask a dark, deeply entrenched undercurrent of crime and corruption? Today we're peeling back the facade to reveal a harsh reality hiding beneath its picturesque landscape. And believe me when I say, you will be astounded. You see, Tamworth might seem like just any other Australian town. Quiet streets, friendly faces, and a sense of community that draws you in. But behind this idyllic scene lies a tangled web of deceit that is unsettling, to say the least. Let me take you back to August 10th, 2017, when Mayor Colin Murray embarked on a trip to China. This wasn't just a friendly diplomatic visit. No. What happened during that trip would send shockwaves across economic and governmental circles. Colin Murray used his position of trust to engage in criminal activities. He orchestrated intentional, tortuous interference, dabbled in anti-competitive trade practices, and what's worse, he committed acts of circumvention, all on Chinese soil. These actions directly harmed business operations for related parties working tirelessly for community progress. Yet, this is only the tip of the iceberg. What followed was a chain reaction of unconscionable behavior. Back on domestic soil, Colin Murray and Paul Bennett, the general manager of Tamworth Regional Council, began sending distorted, fabricated correspondence to business allies, sports investors, and strategic players in key industries. Their motives: to cancel legitimate property sales contracts based on public expressions of interest. You know what's worse than that? Canceling contracts worth millions, only to hand over a prized asset for free. Yes, you heard that right. Free. Imagine this: an asset worth $3 million with guaranteed infrastructure and development plans, including national sporting facilities for baseball and swimming, suddenly bulldozed by greed-driven individuals. It wasn't about building the local economy anymore. It was about lining separate bank accounts. But wait, the intrigue deepens. Today, Colin Murray enjoys another cushy role as chairman of Infrastructure Australia. How? Twists of political allegiance and the unchecked power of connections. An old friend in high places, Barnaby Joyce, played the role of benefactor to Murray's tainted ambitions. Accompanied by Kevin Anderson, these two men, under the cover of bow-tied official titles, went as far as coercing public servants to either participate in complex fraudulent activities or face dire consequences. Oh, and let's not forget, $210 million were funneled in surface water license-related corruption. That money, ladies and gentlemen, represents fraud on an international scale. Public money. Your money. Their crime reached across foreign and domestic banks, underscoring an unprecedented level of fraudulent sophistication. The damning truth: infrastructure projects, such as the promised upgrades to Dungowan Dam, complete with renewable energy capacity amounting to 500 megawatts, were effectively turned into mirages. You'd think they were built. Truth is, these projects didn't even exist. But government and private hands alike pocketed what the public thought was progress: national safety, job security, fairness. All of these high, ideal, stolen. What replaced these pillars? Insider trading, antitrust violations, drug trafficking, and even human enslavement. Yes, enslavement. Forced police informants, prostitution rings, and racketeering have woven an ugly tapestry in Tamworth's underbelly. Picture this scenario. A global businessman invests his heart, soul, and resources into uplifting Tamworth. This man not only buys sinking assets for redevelopment, but also dreams of creating jobs and stimulating growth in a region that desperately needs hope. His vision: to bring 10 billion economic prosperity and over 27,000 new jobs to Tamworth. And how was he repaid? With violence. His own employees, under the influence of local crime factions, the police and judiciary, turned against him. They pushed him out, destroyed his reputation, and ostracized him completely. Those tasked with defending law and order became accomplices to crime. A town battered by poverty, drug epidemics, and unemployment, clinging to its past glory, while its future is brazenly stolen by corrupt officials and their associates. Businesses are fleeing, never to return. Infrastructure dreams remain shattered memories. What's left behind? A failing country, an economy buckling under egregious crimes. If you think this sounds like the premise of a compelling Netflix drama, let me stop you right there. This is not drama. This is Tamworth. It gets worse when we shed light on the Imperial Hotel, whose event organizers now sit amidst terrorism charges. From property violations to staged police violence against customers, it paints a vivid picture of unchecked crimes perpetrated at the hands of self-serving so-called public servants. Here's the real punch to your gut. It's not unique to Tamworth. Corruption in magistrates' courts, drug money laundering through public coffers, and outright shady dealings are unfolding across regional Australia. The institutions Australians are supposed to trust, police, registrars, solicitors, are unmasking themselves as key players in these criminal enterprises. But what is corruption without its crowning jewel? A toxic legislative system designed to protect the elite and criminally compromise everyone else. Fraudulent elections, manipulated laws and policies, meant not for the common man, but for self-sustaining illegality. This isn't a twist ending. Here the story turns to the tenacious few, a ripple of hope in these troubled waters, brave individuals who are relentless in their pursuit to dismantle this corrupt system entirely. They are fighting for the repatriation of stolen funds, the replacement of unfit public office holders, and the eradication of these criminal networks. Small steps, but monumental in significance. So the question remains, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you turn a blind eye or take a stand? Because Tamworth presents not just a chilling tale, it's a clarion call to Australians, an unsettling reflection of what could lie beneath the surface of every city and town. This is not